Hey YouTube, coming at you with another team. Just balanced team, Lantern, Sableye, Venusaur. But I'm going to start with the Venusaur because right now the go-to is Serperior. And sort of rightfully so. So I brought up just the stats here, and we see that the difference between Serperior and Venusaur is Venusaur has like 12 higher attack, but the extra 22 stamina and extra 22 defense and 6 stamina go to Serperior. And that's, you kind of already feel that on Serperior. Serperior is way tankier, it feels like. You can just tank a bunch more. So 200 overall higher stat product. Not surprising that it's the go-to, right? Because you have both have Frenzy Plant, both have Vine Whip. So the Vine Whip Frenzy Plants are coming good. Frenzy Plant just a hard-hitting move, so slightly higher attack on Venusaur. Sure, it hits hard, but Serperior hits just as hard. Not as hard, but hits still hard. Plus, you can just tank much, much more with that stamina. So that's why a lot of people are just using Serperior. And now you have an Air Lace that comes quicker as a sort of bait move or just a coverage move. Obviously, Sledge Bomb is a way better move than Air Lace, but you know it's quicker to get to. So that's why Serperior is being used. I use Venusaur for this team. Again, it's a classic. It's still pretty strong. Sableye is a safe swap. Lantern on the lead. Again, this is just a very balanced, easy team. Let's go over it. And the thing is, you don't really need to get out of a ton of matchups, right? This is fine. Medicham comes in, so this is just looking pretty easy so far. That's the thing. Lantern really, unless it's like maybe a ground Pokemon at this point I'm getting out of, depending on the ground Pokemon. But even then, you can still hit super effective with Surfs on ground. Grass is obviously the one that you want to get out of immediately into Sableye. But outside of that, like Lantern's pretty good on the lead, and then Venusaur, Sableye should be able to do okay in the back. Obviously, some sort of like normal flyer is going to cause you issue, but you can kind of deal. So I'm only going to get to one move, so I might as well land the return, land it, get this in here, and this is where I'm just going to shield. This is where you see the spark damage versus now the surf slower to get to, and they bait, which sucks. Like these sparks are adding up even though they are resisted. But now you're just like, oh, I wish I could get to surf quicker here because now they're going to get to a dig after they bait it, so I have to shield here. I really don't want to have this Gligar on my Venusaur either, so I'm going to probably throw. No, okay. I could have thrown there. Doesn't matter too much. One Frenzy will not take out, obviously, but that is okay because one Night Slash is not taking me out and they don't get the boost. So we are in a decent position here. Got the Frenzy, that's fine. CMP there, so that was a smart CMP on my part so they don't sneak through the extra counter because the counter's not going to get me down. And now we are going to get to the Frenzy before they do. This will, I don't know if it's going to take him out, but it's going to put him like pretty deep red if it doesn't. Oh, it does take it out, so that's great. And now I'm very easy there. Lantern, Gligar. Again, Gligars are freaking everywhere. I would stay in here. It's a very tricky matchup, right? Because Spark resisted because of the ground typing. Double resisted there, single strength on flying, so single resisted. Wing attack resisted. Surf super effective. Dig super effective. So it's a really tricky matchup. It just depends like which one you want to shield, not shield. They end up getting, because they landed the dig, they can just go Air Lace here. So I could have shielded and got the surf off, but I figured that shield advantage is okay. And they come with the Gel Sense, and I'm like, oh, you must be super freaking weak to Sableye in the back if you're coming into a Gel Sense against a Sableye down a shield. So get the foul play off. Not enough to take out. That's fine. Stay in. Shield. Farm up. Have some energy coming out. So this is looking decent. Again, Gligar's low. They come in, and I'm already at foul play. Their shadow, so they probably gonna have to shield. Or I guess they can live that. Gligar is tanky. I'm gonna shield. Just again, reading that the backline is probably weak to Sableye. They try and go Air Laced. What are you doing? Was it a misclick? Maybe it was just a misclick. Now I grab a shield and now I have Venusaur on it. Maybe it was a misclick. That was a weird play. Skelederge, obviously this is a great lead. I remember them staying in here too. And you may be thinking like, what are you playing scrubs here? What are you in like the 2200 range? Like, no, I'm in the 2600 range. In fact, like I'm at 2640. So I'm like, if the leaderboard was live now, I may even be on the leaderboard. I'm filming this Monday to go up. No, I'm filming this Sunday to go up probably Tuesday morning. So I'm at 2640. I mean, I have a couple other teams coming after this, but at worst, these were in like the 2450, 2500 range. So you probably should have some decent players in this range. There's your Serperior. So with this one, I decided to come in here because I know one air release is not going to take me out. And I know that I'm going to get to the Sludges pretty fast to force a shield from them. Right? So get the Sludge off here. This will, I don't know if Sludge will take out full health. It's probably would. And I just know that I can get to 2 Sludges before they get to... I got a shield here, so before they get to another air release. And actually, I have another shield. Get this off. Maybe Sludge will take out from this range. So in the mirror match, you know, Venusaur looking pretty good in a Azumarill. Again, grass is not bad with Azumarills everywhere, right? I can't believe how the meta switches back to Azumarill. And freaking Gligar. Like, I mean, Gligar was never meta, but I cannot believe we are back to an Azumarill. Azumarill, Medicham, Sand Slash, meta. Like, this is so, this is a weird timeline that we're in right now. So I'm gonna go down here, which is okay, because we're even shields. I can hopefully take this out before they get a move off, and I do. Out comes a Bastiodon. So this is tricky. The thing is, like, you can actually take this in the one shield with Sableye, because these claws do add up, and if you do proper timing here, these foul plays are going to eventually start chipping a ton, so you will get this very, very low. The problem is you're going to have to shield, because in the zeros, the Stone Edge would just take you out. But now if you shield up this Stone Edge, and these claws are adding up a ton, basically I can claw super low, and get this foul play off, and if they shield, I can just go another Shadow Claw foul play back to back here. So you can actually take this in the one in most scenarios, and they shield. So here we go. Got the Shadow Claw, got the foul play. Take this out, and they have a Wobbuffet. I remember this team. This was a content creator. Who was this? I remember this was a content creator. A decently sized big name content creator, because I'm like, what is this team? And I'm like, oh, it's a content creator. They're probably just like messing around for whatever. Wobbuffet, Bastiodon, Nidoqueen. That's an ugly friggin' team, but has bulk. Unfortunately, I have a Frenzy Plant Venusaur, so goodbye to your Wobbuffet. Medicham, again, with the Spark buff, someone mentioned in my other video, the play is just to go straight Surf. Spark Surf, we'll get it to like 50%, and then you can take it out from there, right? So no point of throwing Thunderbolt. Just go Surf. I'm going to show the potential Psychic, or you know what? So someone ran this, I think it was Wireless that ran this on his championship run. Ran Dynamic Punch Medi. And I've seen it a lot more. And it's not a terrible idea, because Psychic got nerfed a bit. That's not again, Psychic getting nerfed is not a big deal. What the big deal is think of the main meta right now. When do you need Psychic in this meta? You have the steals, Registeel, Sand Slash, where Dynamic Punch will one-shot. And they probably won't one-shot, but it'll one-shot Sand Slash. You probably won't one-shot Reggie, but like it'll do a ton of damage there. You have, like, again, even Lantern. What are the stats on? Let me just check this right now. Moves. Charge move of Psychic. So Psychic is 55 energy for 85 damage, and Dynamic Punch is 50 energy for 90 damage. So you have a faster energy for more damage. So where it hurts, if you're going to run Dynamic Punch, it's not a terrible idea. Where it hurts is Mirror Match, right? If it's really sucks considering if you want to bring this, it's tricky to. I know he brought it to a regional. It worked. It's tricky when 90% of the teams have Medicham because you could go into that Mirror Match, and then you're just gonna you have to only throw Ice Punches and they throw Psychics and you're in trouble. But outside of that, that's probably one of the only times. I guess a Zoom Roll, if you're starting to see more of those, actually, now that I think of it, because you can go counter Psychic and do okay against a Zoom Roll, but you cannot do that with Medi. If you do Dynamic Punch, you just be like drawing dead, right? So if you have a Dynamic Punch Medi and your opponent has like a Zoom Roll Medi core, you're in a pretty bad situation. So that's where Dynamic Punch kind of sucks, right? Yeah, Fairies makes sense. Fairies not being able to throw anything, really. And then the Mirror Match. But, being able to hit super effective on the steals, Registeel, A Sand Slash, which is ever, being hit to super effective on Lickitung, that is now the go-to safe swap. Being able to hit super effective on Diggersby, Steelix, right? All these Pokemon that you were just throwing Ice Punches before, now get super effective Dynamic Punch, a faster move to get to, and super effective. I have not tried it yet. I may try it. I was also looking at building up. I gotta check Ryan Swag's video, because right now I'm running a level 51 Medicham for 13-15, level 51. I have a 7-15-14, something like that in my bag that goes up to 49.5 level at 1500 CP. So I lose a level 1.5, but at that point it doesn't matter. But to get that extra attack bonus, I'm pretty sure that'll flip some breakpoints there. So I'm gonna have to look into that a bit more. But running a Medi with Dynamic Punch, I can see the allure to it. I can definitely see it. Quicker move and super effective against a lot of the main meta. Yeah, it's an option. It's definitely an option. Anyways, back to my team. Lantern, Defense Deoxys. Just going to kind of stand here again. Spark Surf. Again, you don't really need to leave against many Pokemon. Out comes a Lickitung. I am going to go straight Thunderbolt because most of them probably don't shield at all. And now I just basically want to put it in Frenzy range. I don't think a Surf would put it in Frenzy range, but now it's basically in Vine Whip Frenzy range. So that is why I went Thunderbolt. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. We are now on week 4 of this household being sick. So every time I do these videos, I swear I just lose my voice, but that's okay. We're not putting out as many videos as we normally do. We normally put out 2 a day, but we're just mostly doing 1 a day here. Save my voice a little bit. But yeah, it's a meta that is shifted. Maybe that's what I'll do as a bonus video this week. Wednesday or Thursday, when people are tired already, is I'll put out a bonus video of, okay, the meta has shifted. What is it now? Because it has shifted. I mean, Noctowl nerfed into the ground, obviously. Gligar, super high up. I'm now seeing way more Zoom Rolls. I'm seeing way more A Sand Slashes. I'm seeing way more Serperiors and Grass. So it's either you go with the meta, or you counter the meta, or you counter the meta, or you do a mix. So it just depends. It depends how you want to play it. Lots of different ways to play this. So I'm gonna do maybe a team building on that. Wednesday or Thursday as like a second video, I think is a good idea. Because I do have other teams to come. I got this Venusaur team. I got an all bulk team coming up. That worked pretty well. I'm working on an OG team with Reggie and Azumarill, right? Because those were some like OG Pokemon. So I got that coming up. I thought I had one more team, but I don't remember at this point. But that is basically it. So thanks for watching. We will continue to put out Great League teams this week. It's interesting because I honestly I don't know what you're seeing in your rating range. I'm in the 2640. 26, yeah, I'm 2640 today. It's really down to like 10 Pokemon where I am right now. It's all Medis, Lickitung, Gligar, Sableyes, Serperiors, A Sandslashes, Defense Deoxys, a lot of Diggersby, a lot of Azumarils. That's 9. And then maybe throw like one other random Pokemon in there. Like that's basically the meta that I'm seeing in my range right now. It's interesting to see how some of these top Pokemon have kind of like fallen off. Like I'm rarely seeing Registeel. Even though I probably just mentioned that Reggie's still meta. Like I'm seeing way less Reggies. I'm seeing like no Galarian Stunfisks at all. Sableye still a good save swap. Like Quagsire has also seemed to just disappear, but I think Quagsire disappeared because of Gligar, right? When you have Mud Bomb resisted and you can only throw a neutral Stone Edge, it's tough against Gligar running that, right? Plus, then you have all these grass coming out to deal with it. So Quagsire kind of went away. And I think you're going to see like A Sandslashes everywhere. Like, and because A Sandslashes everywhere, you're not seeing as many A Ninetales either. A Ninetales is such a good answer for... A Ninetales is a good answer for Gligar. But it's rough against like A Sandslash. So it's the meta shift. It's weird. This is a very weird meta this season. It's a very weird meta. And it's very weird. I don't know if weird's the word. Maybe it's limited. It's just it's different. It's like when we were. I guess we were just because we were in like the Registeel. We were in the for 2 or 3 seasons. We were in the Walrein, Trevenant, Registeel, and then for 2 seasons after that, 3 seasons after that, we were Noctowl, Lantern, Medicham, Registeel, and now we're into the Gligar, Medicham, Lickitung, A Sandslash, plus like a 5th Serperior or Sableye. Like it's weird. It's you can see the shift, but it's just how you're gonna react to it. Anyways, that's enough thinking out loud at the end of a video. I will try and put this a little more concisely in another video later this week. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.